Just want the world to see my vision. 00719 bound, I'm on a mission. Got it out the
It's another one of them soul saving days. It's right here, 5 minutes of soul. I'm here with my man Queso Frito 717.
Yes, sir.
Carlos. Right, it's community vibes, you know, it's another day.
It's different hosting it.
You asking or telling?
No, I'm asking. Like, it's a little different hosting, ain't it?
Personally, I don't think it's much different. I think it's like I put on a show regardless. You know what I mean? I could talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I could hype it up, or we could really just educate. You know what I'm saying? My thing is trying to be serious. That's hard for me, so that's why I be like trying to be intentional. 5 minutes of soul, saving others' lives every day. You know what I'm saying? You have your own testimony, life. You know what I'm saying? Circumstances that took you all the way to here now. We sitting here now, we preparing for
the open mic night.
Yeah.
1075 and Friends.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
And Friends, September 7th. February 17th.
Oof.
September.
Next
February
month.
17th. Next month. Yeah, bro.
And it's amazing how trials and tribulations brings us to hosting an open mic. You know what I'm saying? Where did the open mic idea even come from?
It came from the idea of me wanting to get on stage and tell stories and talk and just share my stories. That's why I got the podcast, obviously.
Right.
Tell stories, but it just happened to fall on me that the podcast turned into me highlighting other people's stories. It wasn't about me for these first few episodes, and it opened my eyes. Like, people are relying on me to tell their story, so I gave them that platform. So now I'm giving a platform to everybody to share their art. Art is something that we all live with. Look at that arcade back there. Somebody expressed their art building that arcade, making it look like that. You know what I mean? You express your art every day with the way you present yourself. It's just art, and a lot of people are suppressing their art because, they're afraid to step out there. They're afraid to put themselves out there and show their art in front of people. So I'm just giving people that platform. If I make people comfortable enough to come on my platform and talk and tell stories, embarrassing stories, funny stories, sad stories, then I have the power to give them a stage and a light for 5 minutes so they can share their platform or share their art with everybody else in the community. Next thing you know, you got a videographer working with a singer and an engineer, and they're shooting music videos. They go from not even having a YouTube video to having 3,000 likes overnight because somebody liked their art. You go from not having anything hanging on your wall in your crib that you just moved into having a unique one of one like painted masterpiece on the canvas on your wall. Like, it leaves me speechless because like the power was, I don't want to say power, but like that's
you
what
had
I feel
it
like.
right.
The power was given to me to promote and push these people to share their art. Like, I'm interested enough to be like, yo, I want to see what you got, and people are taking on the challenge. There's a lot of people in my DMs like, yo, I want to do this. Yo, I never performed before, but I want to. And that's what it is, because we're giving you a safe space to come and show who you are and share with people.
That's why.
Like, I was just telling you, I'm bringing people from all over. We're bringing poets who are activists. We're bringing artists who are rappers and singers and this and that. We're bringing storytellers. I'm going to try a little bit of comedy, because that's really what I got into it for, was the comedy.
You're not even funny, though.
I got a bunch of funny-ass friends, too. Like, you know what I mean? That's all I want to do, is I want to highlight everybody. We have a great time when we're all together. Why not?
No, that's a fact.
Why not make it happen more?
That's a fact.
You build different friendships. You build different relationships. Like I said earlier, you get two people together that never thought about being together. Now they're in Walmart. They're like, yo, what's up?
The white hillbilly and the black hood nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean? Yeah.
Right.
And that comes from me just highlighting who I am. One night I'm at Penn State partying. The next I'm in the hood. You know what I mean? It's just who we are. It's just the way we grew up. And we live in a beautiful place, and nobody acknowledges it.
No, that's a fact.
Lebanon is growing into something that we all wanted it to grow into, but nobody's ready to take on the challenge of building it to its full potential.
That's a fact.
Let me step up real quick.
I feel that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you say power and Lebanon, you know what I'm saying? Lebanon went mostly because I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to hold you.
Anywhere I'm
you know
at,
what I'm saying?
lit.
And that's the energy of having that power. The reason I say power for the third time is because a lot of us don't realize that we have that power. You know what I'm saying? Trials and tribulations showed you the power to push up. You know what I'm saying? Persevere your obstacles, get through your hard times, get through your situations, understand the sacrifices and the hardships, and now you really giving people the power to speak their truth. Oh my goodness, it's kind of crazy. It's scary. I got a question. How does it make your heart feel like when you be like empowering the next person, like who's lacking confidence, don't know if they shit is good enough, don't think anybody want to hear what they got to say, and then you come back, double back, and let them know, not only was your episode on my podcast a hit, but they want to hear it again. How does like...
It makes me feel good because that was bred into me from my mom. My mom always bred into me to speak my mind. She didn't give a shit. Sorry, my bad. But she didn't give a shit if I was the black sheep of the family, because she was fighting anybody in the family to back me up, even if I was wrong, because she would correct me, but she wouldn't embarrass me in front of people and tell me I was wrong, like right then and there. She would back me up and then be like, look, I'm embarrassed because you were wrong, but this is the way you should have handled it, bro. And I had a respect for her because she would let me be hard-headed at the moment, but then she would correct me.
Right.
And the biggest thing out of that was she was just letting me know that my voice was heard. Like, yo, I hear you and I hear your concerns and I understand them, but you can't always be like this. Like, you can't be stuck in your ways. You got to be willing to learn, right? That's something I preach to my kids all the time. Like, yo, you're not gonna like everything I tell you. We're not gonna agree all the time. And it goes both ways. I'm not gonna like everything you tell me, but that's not gonna stop me from saying what I want to say. And that shouldn't stop you from saying what you want to say, because you're heard, you're here, you're human, you're growing into a person. I would be disrespectful to you and myself if I didn't let you speak. So why would I hold that back from anybody I meet? You just see me over there with Bob, giving them a hug. Yo, you're the best person. You know what I mean?
Old country dude, you know what I'm saying? You already know.
I get along with everybody and anybody until they give me a reason not to, because
that part.
We all need that. We all need love. We all need someone to listen to us.
That part.
We all need someone to hear us.
That part.
So it empowers me. Like, I feel good because I know I'm feeding my soul and I'm feeding my mom's soul, and she would be proud of who I am for giving people that platform to speak.
That part.
But not everybody deserves that platform sometimes. So let's be real with that one. Just gotta be real with that one. I'm gonna empower everyone to speak, but if you start speaking some stupid shit, I have to draw a line.
I feel that. I feel that.
Oof. Yeah.
Now being a host, you know what I'm saying? Open mic night coming out next month. Stay tuned, stay tapped in for more. We'll talk about it here later. Being a host and having to cut some of those things short, silence some of those people, dead some of these situations, you know what I'm saying? How, per se, do you go about some of these movements and activities? Because understanding you're empowering people, so when you're empowering, you have the same opportunity to take that power, you know what I'm saying? So how does...
I think it's a matter of respect first and foremost, because I treat everybody with respect. There's never been a scenario that you can say that you see me disrespecting somebody, no matter what the background or whatever. With that respect, I would hope the same. So if I give you the platform to speak, and we're getting to a point where it's too much, and I tell you like, yo, that's it, let's cut it, and you don't respect that, then that's where the issues begin. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's on stage and I'm waving you off and you don't want to get off, or we're having a conversation we disagree on, and I'm just agreeing to disagree so we don't argue or elevate.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, it's over with. Like, and you continue. Now I know that it's
not what I thought it was.
It's not.
Already.
We don't have the same respect for each other. So now I have to get disrespected, or now I have to put you in your place and let you know, like, yo, I'm in charge here. The same power I gave you, now I gotta pull your card type shit. And I don't like pulling people's cards. Because who am I to pull somebody's card?
The same nigga that gave him that power.
You know
what I'm saying?
I can empower you all I want, but I'm not. Some people empower people to try to pull the card on purpose. You see what I mean? I'm not that person. I want to see everybody eat. Why can't everybody eat?
I feel that. I agree with that.
If the village is all focused on trying to take down the person in power, it's never gonna They're never gonna strive. Julius Caesar got killed by his own people.
That's a fact. So did Jesus, right?
Yeah, I don't want to take it that far, but
Hey.
Historically, Julius Caesar, boom. Jesus, boom. So who am I to sit here and be all high and mighty? I don't have shit. I come from nothing. I still have nothing. What my riches is my family, and my family supports me all the way. So anytime I have a crazy idea and they tell me to go with it, this is what you see.
You can never lose with that.
Unapologetically passionate, bro. I'm telling you.
You can never lose with that.
If I look at my son and I give him an idea and he tells me it's a bad idea, guess what? It's a bad idea. If I look at my brother and tell him something and he tells me it's a bad idea, guess what? It's a bad idea. But if I look
that
at them,
don't happen often, do it?
No. If I look at them, and my brother is the most nonchalant person you know.
That's a fact.
You've seen him.
That's a fact.
I tell him my ideas. If he disagrees, he'll tell me. He'll start speaking. But if I say something and he don't say nothing, all right, let's run with it. I just start throwing more and throwing more and throwing more. And then when he hears something out of whack, he be like,
I don't know about that.
Maybe we
part.
do it this way, or maybe we do it that way. I'm like, all right, I'm being overzealous. I respect it, but we can do it this way. And he'll listen to everything, and eventually he'll write it down. And every time I have an idea, I'll text him. He don't even got to text back. It's just my notebook. Like, yo, blah, 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 blah. And then he'll call me. Is that really what you're thinking? Is that all right? So I guess this is what we got to do. No bullshit. Just last night about the venue. Yo, blah, blah, blah. He's like, so it looks like the only issue we have is that we need a bigger venue. Boom.
1075 and Friends, I'm trying to tell you, man, we need a bigger venue already. Originally, it was supposed to be hosted right here in the R&B Cafe. But the joint went crazy. And literally like a month. And it's a month left. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it shortly.
We outgrew that joint quickly.
My last question to you, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you got about 12 seconds to save somebody's life. What would you say? You don't know what's going on. That's what's going on. Somebody about to die because they have an anxiety attack because they're afraid to be on stage, but this is where their heart is, this is what they want to do. They just don't know how to get past themselves. I know that's talking about you, Sam. I know that's talking about you, Jimmy. And I know I'm talking about you, Tommy. You too.
So they have an anxiety attack.
Going crazy, their heart. I don't think I can do it. I don't know. 12 seconds, you could save their whole life and start their career before they even know it.
You just got to go back to the moment that you created that piece that you're about to perform. You felt a certain way when you wrote them words down on that paper. That's exactly how you should feel right now, because that's your raw emotion. Right now, your anxiety is not your real emotion. Your anxiety is what's taking over because you let your thoughts take over. You're thinking about the crowd, you're thinking about the lighting, you're thinking about what if my voice cracks, what if the microphone don't work, what if this, what if that. That's all the anxiety. Your real raw emotion is just looking into that paper and reading the words and feeling what you felt when you wrote them words. Because guess what? If you deliver this the same way you delivered it when you wrote it, the people in that crowd are going to feel the exact same way you felt when you wrote down them words on that paper.
You know what? You might be right.
So when you look up and you're like this and you look up, people are just going to be confused. But if you go out there and you put your shit and you read it the way you felt it and you feel it, you're going to look up to a bunch of tears or a bunch of smiles or a bunch of applause because you delivered it the way you expected to deliver it. The same way you look at yourself in the mirror and deliver it into the mirror after you wrote it 15 times or fixed this little edit or did this little... or you're in that bitch, in those notes every night fixing it, whether it's a joke, a song lyric, a poem, whatever it is, a story.
A speech.
Anything it is, you're in there editing every little thing. Going over it, like I would say this way or this way. Nah, you wasn't thinking about how you're going to say it when you was writing it. So just look at your paper and deliver it the same way you delivered it when you brought it to reality. Same way you brought it into life.
I like that.
It's a little bit longer than 12 seconds, but like...
It worked.
Just deliver your art. You're about to get on stage. This is what you dreamed of. Why are you letting anxiety take over right now? Like, it's easier said than done. Easier said than done. I get it. Because I get anxious too. I get anxious in my everyday job.
That's how real it is.
Like, I get anxious in my everyday job, trying to make sure that I hit cut times and shit. I get it. I'm going to get anxious when I get up on stage and hold the mic. But I know that's off That's all fake.
Right.
That's outside pressure coming in. Yo, you're either gonna laugh or you're not. If you don't, I get to look at the film, laugh at myself for fucking up,
Right.
fix it, and come back next month and try it again.
Y'all heard it here first.
That's all it is.
Next month.
We'll see.
Hmm.
We gotta get past the first one first. Next month is the first one, so.
Stay tuned. Stay tapped in for more. Without further more, Queso Frito 70. Ooh. Queso Frito 717. 1075 and friends. Getting ready to go crazy. I'm here with Carlos. Thank you.
My brother.
I appreciate it. Just know, it's always a soul-saving day.
My niggas eating with me, boy, it's easy to see. If you ain't about that life, then please don't sign to the streets.